Yep.
Yeah,
Yep. There's
yeah,
a
it's the
little.
BD71, I think. Oh no, it's BD. Yeah, it's BD71 in the middle. Professor, I see the name Professor Mudassar. So yeah, it is
No, not the
BD71 right in
nitrogen
between. Yeah.
esports. I was talking about nitrogen esports, the
Oh, nitrogen
one that
esports.
is under the water, under the lake.
Yeah. They're the
Mm,
ones that have
there's a fight going on,
all
and
they're
maybe
fighting.
someone from nitrogen esports went down. And
Yeah. I think somebody from Five Warriors Fate died there. Because
mm,
it was red, you know, somebody from red that red died. So I see Ayrton there. So maybe they're engaged in a fight with BDL, and BDL seems to be engaged in a fight with BD71 yet, but they're not firing, they're not shooting yet. But yeah, it is what it is. And meanwhile, in
third
the
party
bottom side,
coming in the bottom side. Third
yep,
party is there, and they will definitely try to do something there. I don't know what's happening. I don't know what is going on in there. But we'll be right back with that while we're talking about that. And meanwhile, someone from the Nitrogen Esports went down, and now two of the members from Nitrogen Esports, they're trying to rotate from that area, and they will leave one member behind because they want to take some information. They want to make it in a good use. That's why they left one member, and both of the other players actually retreat from that area. So it is a three-way fight. But the last member from Nitrogen Esports, he's actually moving away from that area because he does not want to take any fight against two freaking teams around that place. But but if he wanted to go for a flank, he could, but he didn't choose to do that. Now they're trying to take the breach, maybe, but
yeah,
they're aware of the breach camping, but there's none. But still, they're cautious about it. Maybe they will
yeah.
take the water. Maybe they'll take the water zone.
I
Maybe
like
they'll
how
take the
everyone
way
just
out.
farmed around each other and like none
Mhm.
of them died yet, but the zone is already here, so taking a long way right now would be really difficult for those team who didn't cross the bridge yet. So I think they have to take the blue zone, unless they find a boat, and I wouldn't say that's super safe. And look at T4M, they're like literally in a really good position right now. Even the Infinity PX are gonna go get into Infinity's face right now, or maybe if PS goes on top of them, they'll have a free entry to the zone, and this would make them literally get a free place for them. And yeah, PX are. I think they're gonna do that. They're just gonna do that.
But it feels like the zone is playing with the team. It's like
Yeah,
they
exactly.
were the zone was in Marquez
Now imagine all
minutes
those
ago.
teams swarming up at them from the left side. That would be hilarious, right? Like everyone will see cars are coming. It's like a rally of cars. And look at that, it's already happening. Like FOF version 69 getting some shot. And somebody got knocked out of the car, I think, or that was the bug maybe. But yeah, FOF version 69 got shot by Oxy Esports. Meanwhile, they were trying to go Oxy and Cloud. And meanwhile, Abrar from Nitrogen Cervix just got taken out by Zone, and nades are coming in. Oh, the nades will take him down, I think. No, it will deal some damage, but the nades aren't quite there yet to take him down. The car is damaged though, and he will use some smoke to take cover and will try to regen here.
Ox is
Now,
trying to take
Xayn,
a fight against two teams at once because they
yeah,
are fighting with TRZ at the same time. They already knocked down someone from TRZ, and now they're trying to take the fight against the last member of FOF. But
yeah.
they will let FOF go away for now because they're really scared of going into a good fight down. But lucky he almost went down, and he will go down just like that. There's a little life in him left, and King is trying to revive him from the death zone. But can he do that? That's the main question, because there's a lot of eyes looking at that place, looking at that area, because Oxy got a lot of enemies around here. They wanted to take the fight, and the fight actually came to them just like Storm. So we'll see. Speaking of Storm, think I just saw Deathstrom going down
Oh,
by
Snipe
PFF.
taking down Taj.
Mhm.
Nitrogen Service, they're not having a really good game today. They just, keep losing numbers right now.
71 no
Indeed,
level.
71 engaged in a fight with 5 warriors fate here in the literal edge of the corner. And now look at them, they're trying to cross the river, and this is gonna be so bad for them because BDL just approaching them. Oh, yeah, damage. It's not HDX, right? He's hot shot. Oh, Nobita will take down BDL, lost blood, just crossed the river, and now they're taking out players who are on top of the river. Now Jackson, he's out of the river, out of the zone. He's taking quite the damage from the blue zone. And look at BD, lost blood. He's like literally standing there waiting for Jackson to come, just like how he do it. And now 5 warriors wait outside the zone, trying to cover, but no, he will be able to do so. And now he will be taken out. And Jackson, he's still not out of the danger yet, and he will be taken out of the zone, it seems. And lost blood just sees him and ignores him, like literally he doesn't even care about that. But X-Core will take him down, and that's the end for PDL King LB. And I think that's the end for oh, that's the end for Lotte. Did you see the jump? He had 15 teams left, now it's only 11. Lots of teams got out of there. SCL, ENVYUS, and this zone literally played with all those teams right now. And Professor gets taken out by the nade, and Shot also gets taken out by nade. That's amazing nade coming in from BDL, and BDF will be taken out as normal at 12th position. But look at BDL, the other BDL. The ones who just crossed the river. They're taking out the members who are already on top of the shore with the nades, and this is such a splendid performance by them.
Yes, and I'm
waiting
for the fight between PX and PX and Infinity, because it's like they're in this same area very long time. Really long fight, but you will not be able to take someone down. But
I think it's not co-op, but he gets killed. On hand, dealing some damage from that tiny spear spot, and BDL trying to revive. Oh, he's left with a little bit of juice, and now Koa is not, and Hydra is here to save Koa. And will he be able to do so, because there's literally teams everywhere, and now 2 teams just got eliminated. FOF is out, and I don't think they're securing a number 2 spot in this game. So they just got 10th position, and now frontman dealing some damage to Lucifer. Lucifer, quite not dead yet, but not safe yet either. So there's frontman dealing some damage, and look at that, he just INVICTUS in a fight with CMC, and CMC doesn't know what to do there because they're getting shot everywhere, and now Lucifer will just put his life just like that. And meanwhile, EXENTRIC will take Squeezer out. Frontman takes out of the game, and now EXENTRIC trying to take INVICTUS Majesties here, and now they just don't know what's going on. INVICTUS Majesty is engaged in a fight with CNC, but PX is just not gonna leave them alone. They're gonna try to kill every one of them to get kills in their names. And now Koa to be up. Hydra helps him get up, and now Koa will try to do some of his clutch, I would say, rushes. And now only 6 teams left and 18 players alive. The things are starting to happen so fast that I can't even keep the count. BDL lost blood. Finally, they crossed the river. They managed to stay alive for this long, and finally they get taken out on 9th spot. But still, we have CSC, INVICTUS Majesties, and PX alive in the zone. And looks like Oxy is there as well. Infinity is there as well. And it's gonna be one heck of a fight. And now, if we're receiving quite a bit of damage from the side, I think that was PX. So yeah, they will just leave the side, and look at that. I don't know, this game literally wants PX to win. I don't know why, but PUBG loves PX for the moment. If you look at PX, they're literally inside the circle. It is surrounding them. So the other teams have to go inside PX's zone, and you know, you don't want to mess with PX when it comes to fighting. So PX is chilling inside that house, waiting for the other teams to go up, and they know that a lot of people are coming in. And now look at this. Koa standing out in the open, and people. Now he's trying to do, and King will take down CNC. CNC Dala is also taken out, and I think that's the end for CNC. They will
that's a nice nade coming in from
PX. He lost one member. Haida is gone. Koa might as well be dead as well, and Koa is taken out as well. Only 2 members left from PX. Yeah. Meanwhile, look at that. T4M and Oxy, they're in a fight. Like, literally, I don't know. There's a lot of smokes going on, but yeah. T4M looking really strong here. T4M will try to revive his teammate in middle of nowhere. I don't know if that's a safe thing to do, but they have smokes surrounding them, so I think they're safe. So Invictus Majesty's last member alive, Nightwiz, and as we mentioned, Oxy's Island Cloud will be taken out by T4M. Oxy was looking strong, but at the end they were taken out. Well, Safin is taken out by Frontman, and Deathstorm is still inside the zone. They sound safe, and they're engaged in a fight with Infinity. I don't know, they're engaged in a fight with everyone, it seems, and the nade will be thrown out, and Deathstorm is outside. And the
That's
nade
a
doesn't
really
quite connect.
long range.
Yeah, very long nade, but doesn't quite connect. But oh, look at Chicken, he's very low. The molly hits. Oh no, the zone, the drop. I think that's gonna give them a little bit of chance to take cover. But nonetheless, Dipto Jr. gets taken out immediately. Oh no, Dipto Jr. actually takes down somebody with the nade. Oh, Dipto Jr. look at him! He golded him! He takes out PX all by himself. Dipto, my guy, literally MVP from the day 2.
He came with a flank and wasting any time, and he's just drawing Baker so no one can come near them, and now 3 teams left.
Yeah, and it's a 3v3 and only one member from INVICTUS is alive. Who do you think will take down the chicken?
Well, if I count the members,
the nade coming in. Oh, the nade won't be able to connect, and Dipto just got himself killed. That was pretty ballsy move, and I think that's really wise. Something like that, stand in the open. And now Infinity will throw another nade towards T4M. T4M has one member knocked out at the moment, so it's like 2v2 right now. And looks like somebody will come to take care of Dipto Jr., who's knocked out over there. And I think he's already in a safe position, so he will get out there. Meanwhile, you can see
Drone is actually favoring Infinity, and
now Junior will take down Invictus Majesty's last man for them, and meanwhile Infinity takes down 4 versus 2, but Michelle bro 4 versus 1 Oh no, Infinity upside down for T4M. T4M, only one member left, and I think this will be a very smooth chicken dinner by Invictus here.
Not Invictus, it's by Infinity. Infinity actually took chicken dinner.
Infinity.
They had 4 members alive. 1 member was knocked out, but it doesn't matter because he wasn't dead. So we'll definitely count that as a flawless chicken dinner by none other than Infinity, and Infinity showed us how strong they are without raising any question, because a member from them that is none other than Dipto Jr. He went like eagle, and he just thrown some nades towards PX hideout, and PX Esports went down just like that in the hand of Dipto Jr. And then Dipto Jr. tried to get their opponent. He threw a nade to reveal their opponent, and their opponent took the they shot at the Junior. They actually knocked him down, but his teammates knew where they were shooting, so they took the bait and they used it as in favor of them. And look at that, they got 11 kills in total and to 15 points for the chicken dinner, and total they got 26 points. So that's a lot. That will definitely help them to climb up in top 3 if I'm not wrong. So that will definitely be something. Look at that gameplay again. They actually took down the third member from none other than ISTxT4M, and the last member was hiding in the bushes, but he couldn't hide forever, and he was taken down by none other than Infinity Esports. And look at that. Invictus Majesty, well, they took the third position, as we already seen their different meta, different playing ability. So they're doing a lot. They're securing a lot of placement points, and that will definitely give them a chance to reach the top three. But they're in the top five at the moment, and Infinity also actually reached top four. I mean, top five with this chicken dinner. And they started the day with the chicken dinner. I hope they will definitely keep it up in the late game as well.
We don't want to see them crumbling apart like
Mhm.
some other teams. You know, like they had a great start. Their day was good, and that's they got some good amount of kills in this game as well. I would say that's pretty decent, and the way they played was pretty smooth overall, and yeah, it was amazing play. It was amazing. They focused their objectives rather than just being reckless. So that gave them like whenever you had like look at this scene. This scene is like my most favorite one. Like BDL, this came out of nowhere. They had such a disadvantage. They were managed to they managed to stay alive in that position for so long. They took out 5 Warriors Fate. They took out the ones who were on the hill. So that was kind of bad. Like you know the zone played with them so bad, and so many teams died at this stage. Like look at that. They had still had 12 teams left, and it's gonna get down to 5 teams in like few minutes. That is something like really sad, right? I mean, that's very unlucky. And some of the teams who face those unlucky stuff are like you know those who got eliminated. But yeah, PX here, um, PX they could have like stayed in the top three if they just you know hold their position. But look at these two, Hydra and Koa. They were literally really out of their space. You know, they were really out in the open where they got bamboozled and shot from every corner of the map, which led them to death. And after that, the front man and the other guy, who was Deathstorm, I think, they got flanked amazingly by one of the members of Infinity. That was Dito Junior, right? So that costed them the game. But if they haven't, if the other two members haven't died and they've like stayed in the cover and let the other two fight, then maybe you know, like they need to cover each other. So that way, Dito Junior wouldn't be able to kill Frontman and
That's
this from there. Yeah.
it.
So yeah,
Well,
1-8 got
these
them
two
killed.
members from
Basically.
PX, they actually secured a lot of kills from this particular area, so they needed to be stopped, and that's how the junior got the courage. He went like a shark. He went there with the car, and he went for the flank. He just threw some nades. He was waiting for his teammates to make the bait, and then he went there. He took the fight. He took down both of the members from PX, the last both survivor from PX, and that's how they actually secured the area. But unfortunately, he was taken down. He was knocked out by members from T4M, but you cannot count him out because that
Yep.
was a simple bait that came in from Diplo Jr. He wanted to spot his opponent, but he didn't know where their opponent was hiding. That's why he was just shooting in the blue. He was shooting in the curse for no reason. He was just giving information. He was just trying to give his opponent some lucky shot. He was just showing his opponent that, hey, I'm
Throw the
hiding
nade.
here. I'm
Yep.
hiding here. Just come here and kill me. That's how my teammates will definitely find you and take your
And that's
whole
exactly what
family out.
happened. Yeah.
Yep.
Like T4M, they had all of the members alive, and in a split second after Dipto Junior got knocked out, they knew about their positions, and they immediately took all of them down. And like T4M just got decimated just like that. And that was one of the smartest move by Dipto Junior. Like he did a lot of works here, so he surely deserves the MVP in my perspective there. And he is the MVP. I was just saying that. I was just saying that he's gonna be the MVP, and he is the MVP indeed, because this guy did a lot of things. Like he was an MVP before, and he deserves the MVP once again. And this is why one of the reasons, like you said, he's doing so much. The flank getting TX knocked out of it, and then after doing the flank, coming back to bait himself to reveal the enemy's position and then rush them and kill them and secure the kills. Like he secured 6 kills for himself and total damage of 941. That's really quite a lot. And doing all those things for his teams, getting them the chicken dinner is absolutely amazing.
Well,
And we are here at the point
definitely, and
table.
we're here, and the point table is here as well. And look at that. PX is leading the chart with 183 points, and Infinity, they actually came in second position. I didn't expect that. I thought they would be in maybe third or maybe fourth position, but they actually climbed up in second position. But there's a long way to go because you are behind at least a
Yeah,
91 point or maybe 89 points below PX. So you have a lot of way to go. So
that is true.
don't
But
stop here.
climbing up to the second spot, that is something. That is a progression, right? And they start the progression, and maybe if they do good this day today and the day 3, they'll be close to PX. I think they won't be able to like take over them, but they'll be close. Like as they mentioned, like PX, we're doing good, but not good enough to make their score better. Like they only got 13 points this game, I think, and it's all from kills, I believe. So yeah, so if PX just somehow dies in the early stages in the next games, like in this game we saw them play a bit safer. They didn't want it to like engage in a fight. Like we saw them split up into some safe locations, like really outside the zone where nobody was there, and they just fought there. And that's how they played safe and tried to secure some points. Maybe if PS keep doing that, they will be in the first position for the day 3 at the end of the day. But yeah, there are possibilities that some other teams might catch up.
Yep.
So yeah,
And we will be back with the second map of the day, which
yep.
is none other than Sanhok, and you're watching AG Esports presents PUBG Mobile Pro Squad Season 3 Grand Finale. And our broadcasting team, thanks a lot to UniTek Esports for broadcasting such an amazing tournament, and we'll be back within 5 minutes, so stay tuned.
So, what's up, everyone? We're right back to PUBG Mobile Pro Scrims presented by AG Esports, and thanks to our broadcaster UniTek. It's me, Nuhan Khan, back again with Nitul Islam. So, yeah, it's Shanhawk, I guess.
Yep, the second map is none other than Sandhawk, and PX is still leading the chart with more than 80 points from the second position holder, and the second position holder is none other than Infinity, Excentric Infinity, and they secured the chicken dinner in the first game. So I'm hoping something more from them in the second and third game because they might get more chicken dinners in today. So let's see.
Yeah, possible as well. But yeah, look at the plane path. It's basically bisecting the whole map in half, almost in half, beautifully. And it's a pretty decent plane path because almost every drop location can be reached from this area. And teams might go to their default location, as CNC might get challenged at the boot camp, as we can see, by someone we might not be used to.
Ooh, there's a little fight going on in boot camp. Well, we haven't seen any early fights in boot camp in the last 2 days because no one actually landed there. Well, a single team definitely landed there, but no one actually challenged that team in boot camp. But now there is that is challenging them, and that other than I believe NBS is challenging PNC in a really early fight, but PNC will definitely sorry. ENVYUS will definitely lose 2 members in the process, but look at that, no one actually landed on a Paradise Resort, and that means they're missing the loot of Paradise Resort, and they're just taking the fight in boot camp. So
Well, yeah,
it's like vice versa.
that's actually surprising. I thought maybe NVS wanted an early start, an early boost of 4 points by some reason, but their plan basically backfired because CNC, that's their default position, as far as I know, from the last 2 days. And since it's a third day, it's pretty much, we can say it's pretty hectic to do it, as already they're pushing Illusion right now. Illusion all alone is lonesome with that DBS. I don't think that DBS is gonna do something, but those shotgun shots, one shot, another man down. But even though the counter fire is here, the professor, I don't think this guy. Oh, well, it's changing so quickly, but yeah, it's done. The job is done. The one knock Dada with the DBS, one shot with those headshot shells. But yeah, that's it.
Yeah, but well, NBA's losing so early in the game, this is really heartbreaking for their chance. But well, they are getting some time to study the other teams. They can now easily inspect everyone from the map, and they can actually see where the other teams are playing, how they're playing, and how they're planning on playing. So that's how NVS will get the chance to study their opponents, and then they can come back stronger in the last 2 games, which is none other than Miramar and Erangel again. So, well, this is the third day, Numan, and we have another day left that is on that is the last day of the tournament, and maybe this is the chance that a team can easily take down PX from the top position, but it seems almost impossible at this point, as we can see that PX are getting a lot of loots and they're getting a lot of free spaces in early stage, and now they will definitely be stronger in later game.
Well, yeah, most certainly. The PX is pretty much on the top of the leaderboard, as you said. But if they steamroll all the way like this to the whole end of the day, things might look very difficult for other teams to climb at the top of the leaderboard because PX basically dominating the leaderboard right now.
Definitely, and look at BD71. They're moving towards another compound, and oh, look at that. PX got 170. Well, this is from day two's result. PX got 170 point, but on day two, the first map, PX got 183 points, and Infinity got 80. I'm Infinity can get 2 more chicken dinner tonight. They alongside 10 kills in each game, they might reach at least 150 points. in the leaderboard, I think, and then they can actually go for a placement point in um, day 4, and they can actually take down PX if they are careful with their plays.
Well, yeah, I hope they are careful with their plays in that terms, but if you look at the leaderboard, like Majesty is still fighting with the top 5, but I hope OxyCloud brings out with something good. Even though OxyCloud, we had high expectations from them, but currently I think they can do much better than they're doing. And BS Sports, we also expected a lot from BS Sports, and they're right down at the bottom of the leaderboard. So I don't think that if they don't start firing right now, I don't know when they will.
Well, I have no idea about it, but if you see the Invictus Majesty's position, they are on the top 5, but they were in the 16th position on day
One, yeah,
one. So they came back real strong from
yeah.
day 2, and they're coming back again in this game this day as well, because they secured the third position in Erangel tonight, and they secured the top 5 position yesterday. So they came back real strong. So they showed us that it's not impossible to make a comeback happen. So BDL King, BS Esports, BDF, BDL Lost Bloods, Envious Team, BD71, Tier J, 5 Warriors, you guys got a lot of opportunities left. You still got 2 days left, so just go for it. Just go for the placement points. Just go for the boost. Go for the team communication, and take your opponent down with it and take the chart back in your favor. And now PX is moving towards FOF, and this is a fight we already seen multiple times, that FOF likes to take a fight against none other than PX, and PX actually won all the head-to-head fights against FOF. So I don't think this time this will be any different, but PX might come with something different. Little little do they know that Hydra is coming from behind, and Flash is in a really rough position, because Flash will be revealed by Hydra, and Hydra will definitely take him down, and FOF will be dealing with a member shark in this head-to-head fight.
Well, absolutely, you're right. And Koa was just flexing his muscles, and I guess kind of costed him. But even though Deathstorm is right there to go for the res, I don't think it would be a risky res, but probably is going to get the res. But look at Entry K. He has the M24 long distance scoped in. He's just waiting for those heads to pop in, and he can take those headshots. But even though, if you look at the overall strategy, PX right now don't want to engage because hiking about the leaderboard and all that. The thing is that you can't maybe not take the top of the leaderboard because already PX had made a statement over there. I don't think anybody good enough out there to make another statement. And yeah, it gets the knock. Maybe he was just being way too ambitious than he should have been. But yeah, a nice beautiful spray coming from that 6 times with an M416 might be the charm. But yeah, but FOF can surely climb up to the leaderboard, maybe take the runners up position, even though even in that stage we have a lot of competition. But DX in this tournament is operating on a different level. They have thoroughly read the whole game, and from day 2 to day 3 they have only just impressed us till now. And look at now Deathstorm, he is going for the frontman res, and Koa is already up as well, ready for the cover fire, so no push. They won't be able to push,
Version
and slowly,
59 will go down.
yeah, has to go down because there's nobody is gonna res him on that situation. Shouldn't have taken the fight. But are they aware of the fact that Flash is close by as well, and Flash might take him down? Since Hydra, look at Hydra, he is watching the flank like every time. Like, this guy for some reason loves to watch the flank, which is some excellent gameplay, and callouts are coming up. So Hydra won't let this last man get away so easily.
Yeah, but they need to make sure one thing, that they're gonna face third party within any moment because TRJ are in the area, and TRJ were moving slowly but surely. But maybe now that the fire actually stopped, so TRJ won't be able to come near this area because they're in fear, because they already saw that PX is doing a lot. Just like that, PX eliminated FOF in the 15th position, and FOF is in a really bad position at
Oh,
this
look at
time.
that, look at that. Lucifer, all alone, have to take down 3 men, but it's highly unlikely for him with the UMP, which is a good short to mid-range gun. But here he goes, and Lucifer all alone is taken down, while Professor have nothing to do, watch his teammate drop dead. And Dada is still living, but I don't know what just happened, because what we saw right there is that a bunch of hyenas taking down one man,
Mhm.
basically a helpless man.
Yep, definitely. And I don't know what he was doing alone, all alone in that position, because his teammates are nowhere near him. And now this is a really rough position for him because his team actually, because his team be dealing with only 3 members, and now they're, well, T4M are pushing towards CNC and in Invictus at the same time. So let's see which team will get there faster. And ooh, Lucifer, that is a really a rough death by Lucifer, because he didn't have any place to go. He didn't have any place to hide, and he went out just like that. And CNC will lose a member, will lose a valuable member, the flank, the lurker, the entry fragger. I don't know where the other members are at, but they lose their available member. And they needed the entry fragger to go in with his team covering him, but they will lose their lurker on the process.
Yeah, maybe the lark wasn't just good enough because, as I guess you remember the professor alert from CNC last night on Shanghai, which was thought might be amazing, but at the end it was just another disappointment because they completely didn't anticipate, or it wasn't just well calculated enough. Maybe that's the right word. But yeah,
Mhm.
Professor was patient, but he rushed it at the end and it costed them.
Yep, yep, definitely. And Invictus, they're trying to take a fight against T4M, and T4M will be having a little rough position because they are on the downside of the map, and Invictus actually got the upper ground. And look at BD71. They are spotted by PX Esports, and PX is trying to get their hand on the members from BD71, and in the meantime, BDL Lost Blood's members will go down by the play zone. So they're also in a position. I don't know what's happening because this is only the third zone, and they are receiving a lot of damage. They're still outside of the zone, and they're receiving a lot of damage while going inside of the zone. Look at that. Another player will be knocked out by the zone.
And look at Pause right now. He exactly knows that they have to enter the zone and he's taking the fight right now. He gets one. He has to wait for another one because another one is right at the tower. He secures the kill right now. And his teammate has nothing to do. And Pause, will he go for the race? No, it's just not worth it. He'll probably leave him. Or will he? I don't think it's worth it if
I
he goes
think
for
he
the
will
race.
definitely leave him,
Yeah.
but
See?
he will take the loot
No, no.
from his wall.
He hesitated for a moment. You
Mhm.
can't hesitate. You can't hesitate in a game of PUBG like that, especially when you see another man is
Ooh,
coming
a
up,
member is
and now
coming.
Claus won't be able to leave because that guy is close enough. Claus is taking the fight. It's a pretty hectic fight, and Claus finally managed to clutch it once again. But
Yep.
Claus, how
He's
for
not
how
clear
long,
yet.
man?
He's not clear yet because there's multiple members outside of the zone still, and they will definitely spot Claus. So Claus needs to be careful.
PX are already in another move. They are already anticipating another rotation, which might secure them a better position at the end game. So PX are already calculating their move, and while doing that, they might encounter N7. I don't think N7 would be a big deal for PX to deal with, but you never know. It's PUBG. Third party might come anytime once you make that noise.
And BS members from BS are having a little trouble alongside INVICTUS, the winners from last game against INVICTUS MAJESTY. Look at that, INVICTUS MAJESTY are on point, and in the meantime, PX is taking a fight against 5 Warriors and Nitrogen Esports at the same time. They will knock out 2 members from Nitrogen Esports and 1 member from 5 Warriors, but they will lose a member in the process as well. And look at that, tiers they are also coming, and Hydra will go down just like that. His teammates are around the corner, and they should be able to revive him on time. And Taz will go down to this. This is from none other than TRJ, and TRJ are going for it. TRJ are actually being the fourth party. Frontman will go down in the play zone, and Koa is the lone survivor here. Koa is doing so much, but he's hiding. He's all alone. He doesn't know what to do. He doesn't know where to look at because his teammates are already gone. His teammates are already out of the match, and Koa will take down Modaster as well from BD71, and Frontman will take down a member as well. Koa will go down, and that is the end for PX. PX will secure the 13th position. That means they will get 0 placement points this time, but they secured at least 4 to 5 kills. That will definitely add on the placement chart. And now BS Chico, he's hearing some footsteps from Oxy Silent Cloud, and he is 1 member from Oxy Silent Cloud down, but there are 2 members left in Oxy Silent Cloud, and they are coming. They're coming in full force. Never mind. They're hesitating to come. And
Yeah,
that's a nice
and
nade.
that's a nice nade. That's a beautiful one, and he might wants to end it right now. Burning in live, Shorker. He needs to do something. Otherwise,
Chico went down as well.
Chico went down as well. Just when the camera moved away, the guy just dropped dead. But unfortunate situation for us. Even though just look at 5 Warriors, that late rotation wouldn't be really wise. I don't think Ariaton will be able to make. So far, yeah, Ariaton basically bladed out, and Obler is still outside of the zone. But I don't know whether he's going for the heal battle. I don't think he has an option because XB's Bay is just watching him. So I don't think he will be able to make sure. But TRG, these people might have a very good position, and they can exploit it in multiple ways.
But they actually lost the cover from zone. There's only 1 team in the zone, and that is none other than Infinity. And DBS is the lone survivor from his team, and he is moving. He's crawling towards the zone, and Zorex might go down in the zone just like that. But ooh, he's surviving with below 10 HP. I don't know how long he will be survive, but this is coming in handy, and he will go down by near, and that is the end for Nitrogen Esports as well as 5 Warriors. So now VS.
Well, yeah, criticizing BS a bit earlier. They're outperforming. Well, not outperforming. They're basically performing right now. But yeah, good for them. Even though they needs to make that rotation, I don't know how they're gonna make it. Maybe the hill could be used as a cover, but I wonder what TRG is gonna do. On the other hand, TRG might get pushed from both EXENTRIC and BDL Esports, so they're in big trouble as well. Even though Infinity has the positional advantage at this point of the circle, but BDL has to make a move, and I don't think BDL, yeah, they're choking. They're choking.
CNC are in the same position, and also INVICTUS MAJESTY. They're also taking a fight. Okay, INVICTUS MAJESTY, they already spot ISTxT and Junior, and they're trying to find someone. They know that where they're hiding, and they will try to secure the zone. Look at that, they're running towards the zone, and Junior is all alone at that place because his teammate ISTxT is already in the zone, and if Junior will be knocked out by their enemies, well, it's all in the hand of ISTxT at the moment because
Yeah, it's an unfortunate situation, but ISTxT can basically regroup with his teammate, and Fozle is all alone in his lonesome. And I don't think Dipto Junior stand a chance because either the circle or team
Fazle is not
Infinity
moving.
will take
Fazle
him
is
down.
going
But
for the
Novita is
healing.
going for the heal battle. Yeah, Novita is like, Fazle and Novita is going for the heal battle. They're playing a different PUBG right now. But yeah, the PUBG we like are going inside of the circle right now. Yeah, Dipto Junior, he have been freed from his misery because the guy was
He got
basically bleeding.
Fazle got 15 medkits in his pocket. That's the last.
15 medkits. Like,
Yep.
oh my god, like
It's
that's like treasure for medkits.
it's like only two teams are inside of the circle and
Mm.
rest of the four teams are outside of the circle. So it's like uh, one-on-one situation, and it's like one team got four members alive and another team got only two members. So it's a 4v2 situation at the moment. But they're both of the teams are taking it slow because they don't know that the other members from the other teams are actually going for the heal battle in the process. So they're going for uh
Yeah, the
they're going
basically
for a
the
slow
heal
push.
battle, they're gonna go for those placement points because the podium points, like I guess 15, 12, and 10, those are a lot of points to be honest. But yeah, but the question is how Infinity plans to go for this one because Vishal and Ishraq are the last man standing. And look at Vishal, he got one. He didn't even waste time to take the life of that one.
Don't
And
went
now,
down, and Oxy Silent Clouds will secure the sixth position for themselves, and now only five teams left. And
even
ooh,
though
look
five
at
teams left, but only two teams are fighting, to be honest. So those teams,
Sharnok went out as well.
Chaluk, yeah, heal battle, maybe ran out of heals and something, but the utility uses is good. But this is the right moment to capitalize on the situation since Nightway is on the res. No Limit is the only one covering. I think this is the right moment for Bishal to do something. Bishal, I guess,
Mhm.
or huge.
And Novita also went down in the process, and the lone survivor from BDF Fazle, he is still looking for a heal battle. I don't know how long he can continue on doing that. And we're missing someone, right? It says four teams left, and we're seeing only three. Invictus Majesty.
Oh
Oh,
yeah, look
Slayer,
at
the
Slayer. Oh
Slayer.
my god. That guy, how many medkits did that guy have, by the way?
I have no freaking idea, but look at
Oh
where
my,
he's
look at
hiding.
where
My
he's
God.
hiding. My God, still 500 meters away from the actual circle. With his
Mhm.
deep, I would say. But yeah, No
Oh,
Limit have been taken down. Two have been taken down. Oh my God, suddenly Infinity has the upper hand. I don't think this time Nightwish have the trump card. If he has, he needs to pull the trump card right now as but Nightwing, he is so clutch. He managed to pull out the chicken dinner. And this is looking good for Infinity.
oh my God, look at that. And well, Fazle was near the zone, but he couldn't survive for long. He secured fourth position for his team, and now Slayer will be the main man, I would say, because he secured the third position for his team, despite having a really rough positioning. But but Infinity actually did really good, but they secured second position because of Nightwiz, right? Nightwiz actually did a lot. He secured chicken dinner for his team.
Yeah, Nightwiz, I didn't know he have such many wizards in his pocket. The wizard got activated somehow, and I never expected to win him that 1v1 against Dipto Junior. I wouldn't know what at that moment I felt
That was
maybe
not
he
Nitya Junior, it was Bishal, bro.
no, Bishal was the first down who got knocked down, and then Dipto Junior the 1v1 situation, and somehow,
No,
yeah, as far as I
Deepta Junior,
remember.
Deepta Junior actually went down when 10 teams were left. The
Oh no, no,
Ishak
no! It
and
wasn't
Bishal,
not. Oh,
bro.
so it was Ishraq. It was Ishraq.
Yes.
Bishal went down first, and then Ishraq went down. Yeah,
Ishak and Vishal was
yeah,
the two
yeah.
last survivor from Infinity, and look at that. Invictus Majesty got 8 kills, and Chicken Dinner point 15 points in their pocket. So total, they will get 27 points. They were
I
in
think,
the fifth position in the point chart, but
and
will get
probably now they'll climb up to fourth or third position, if
yep,
I'm not
they will
wrong.
definitely climb up to third position because they would definitely get the second position, but Infinity actually secured the second position. That's
So
how
yeah,
they.
this is the moment I was talking. Look, Vishal is just totally clean with his sprays, and Ishrak sees the moment and cleans up the kills for Vishal as well. So Vishal was like, "Let me go first." Vishal goes in, and Vishal takes down. And oh my God, how the hell did he manage to pull that off?
That was a headshot.
Every time you see it, you're completely amazed, and the only thing that comes to your mind is how.
And not to mention, there were 16 teams in the game, and EX was eliminated in the 14th position, or 13th position. That means they will not receive any point for the placement point. So they were in a bit rough position in this map. It doesn't matter in the end because they are already in the first position uh, with having the advantage of more than 8 points from the second position holder. So they're in a really nice position, I would say, and it doesn't matter if they're knocked out in the 16th position for next 3 or 4 games. So they secured a really nice position for themselves so that they can chill in the final 2 days, and they're doing like that. They didn't get in the first game. They were like in the fourth or fifth position, and now they are in the 13th position. But still, look at that. They are holding the chart in
Like,
first.
yeah,
First
they're holding the
position.
chart. It's like, there's a reason they're doing so good. Like, look at Hydra's positioning. It's completely locked the flank out. So these people have nowhere to go away. And the only way to get away from all this, to take the 3-man down in an uphill battle. And we all know how difficult uphill battles can be. We all know it.
And Frontman from EXESports did a lot to finish this fight against FOF because he took the last member from FOF slashed down, and that's how he actually secured the place for his team. And I really want to talk about this fight because TNC actually left a member from them behind, and that is none other than Lucifer. And Lucifer went out without a fight. He was against 4 members from Oxy Silent Cloud, and Oxy Silent Cloud got a free kill by killing CNC Lucifer.
Yeah, and the guy was basically all alone, and I don't think him there much could be down. But yeah, look, if you talk about this fight, Claus, like he's going for the kills right now. Just look at him. He takes down one. He spotted another guy, waits for him for surely, and that guy is on the top of the roof. So that guy doesn't want to take the fight because I don't know why that guy is not taking the fight, because that was the ideal moment to take the fight, even though the second man is coming to take a 1v1 with Claus, and even still Claus managed to win this one. Claus' mechanical skills cannot be doubted with or questioned, I guess.
I don't know how Claus actually went down on the process because he was doing so much. He was taking a fight against a whole squad of BDL Kings, and he took everyone out from the BDL Kings squad. But I don't know how he went down.
Well, the circle was a hard shift in the end game, and hard shifts are pretty hard to deal with. So a lot of team couldn't deal with the hard shifts, but somehow TRG and Infinity managed to go in. And as you saw, most of the other teams are going for the heal battle. As you said, one of the guy 25 first aid kits, as I remember, which is insane amount. He basically got a treasure box of first aid kit and all that. I don't know how many first aid kit you can put in your backpack, but yeah, that was disgusting.
It's
Basically,
around 35 if you
yeah.
leave the bullets. It's around 35 or
If you leave the bullets, like you have no bullets at all, that's what you're trying to say. All right.
Well,
So
40 bullets will be
in the magazine and all that, yeah, that's all you got, and no extra ammo for reload and all that. So yeah, 35, and that guy got 25. So I would presume that guy got somewhere around 30, and the rest were for bullets and all that. But bullets are pretty much useless outside of the circle because everybody is inside and wants to take the fight. I guess we're gonna see the overall ranking and get you an overall positioning where Infinity is standing right now. And Ishraq, this guy, tried but still failed.
Yep. But it
He's
doesn't
still the
matter. He is the
MVP.
MVP of the game,
Yeah.
and he got 4 kills with 2 knocks with 637 total damage. That's a lot.
Yeah, that's a lot. That's 637. Well, after all I've seen, I wouldn't say that's a lot, but that's impressive. But you know, that clutch still NightWiz. I wonder how he's still not the MVP because he have won my heart. I guess he have won the audience heart as well. So yeah, NightWiz should have been the MVP. Personal opinion, but yeah.
We cannot see the chart properly. Yep,
Yes,
we
now
can
we can
see
see.
it is fixed now, and we can see
Oh my
PS
god,
with 190
Infinity.
points.
Infinity, look at Infinity. Infinity is equivalent to top 2 right now. And where is PX? PX is, yeah, it's kind of obvious he'll stay there. And Majesty is still hanging. FOF, Silent Cloud needs to do a lot better than what have done. But I don't think the wave of FOX had been playing from last day and today. I don't think with this performance they will be able to stay at the top 5 for long. So yeah, they need to buckle up and fire a few more cylinders because definitely they're not firing all cylinders right now. And BS tried, we've seen them tried, even TRG tried, but you know, maybe maybe they lack the decision making that would take them to the end game where they can secure some placement points and get kills at the same time. So they need to go back and strategize the whole situation. And I think that's it from now. That's it for now, since we are taking a break, and the next map is none but Miramar. So yeah, we are back again with PUBG Mobile Pro Scrims presented by AG Esports, and thanks to our broadcaster UniTek Esports. It's me Nuhan Khan with Nidul Islam, and we're here with Miramar. So tell us about it.
Well, Miramar is the third map of the game, third map of the day, and we can see the plane is already on its way, and the members, the players, they're coming out of the plane and they're trying to go in a suitable position for themselves, and they're taking it real slow because they don't want to clash in early stage. Everyone is fighting for the placement point at this moment because everyone from top 5 or top 10 deserves to be in the top 3 list because their points are closer to each other's. But if you count PX, that is on a next level. So we need to count out PX first, then we need to decide which two teams can enter the top 3 zone. So
As we
there's
can
a lot
see
of,
that
yep.
there is already a southern circle, and the teams who right now have already seen the circle, I don't think are gonna go very far. As usual, TRG is going for the El Pozo, and Infinity is going for Al Azhar, which is cool. They can make the rotation, but I hope someone doesn't cut the rotation off. As we can see, three teams are at Los Leones, so some early fights expected at Los Leones as well. And Pecado have been taken by, I can't see the names. What is the name? That's it.
Yep, and look, at PX will definitely have a little trouble in the early stage because PX will be dealing with a lot of teams. Look at that, 4 teams are around PX. By the way, if I'm not wrong, there's a team in El Pozo, right? And
Yeah, it's TRG.
yep,
El
and
Pozo are at
they will
TRG right
get
now.
they will get free loots over that place because in previous Miramar maps we have seen at least 2 teams landing on El Pozo to secure El Pozo's loot because there's a lot of buildings in El Pozo and you can get enough loot for at least 2 to 3 teams in total in El Pozo. But now tiers will get the upper hand and they can secure some really good loots from El Pozo and they can come back stronger in while entering the zone.
And Impala is already being contested by two teams right now. And you are actually right about the El Pozo fact, but since it's such a big map, everyone gets their own place, but still some teams are bombing out. As we can see, the most biggest city in Miramar, which is Los Leones, have been right now being contested with two teams, and also Impala as well. Impala is probably one of the smaller ones, but sure, but yeah, heavy with loot and dividing by a beautiful wedge, which is the road, and I guess the team who have the upper side of the reg kinda have the upper hands, even though the lower side have the more loots, I guess. So that's the map right now for you.
Hmm. And look at Los Leones. There's 2 teams in Los Leones, and they might be having a little fight around that area. And the Ash team, Light Ash team, is actually divided into 2 to split, and they will try to give their opponent a heart attack by coming in from behind. They're just trying to sandwich their opponent. But if they make any mistake, if they make any sound, any gunshots, their opponents will be aware of their positioning and they will definitely be cautious while taking the fight against that team.
Well, yeah, they have to be cautious because the other people is gonna just come and straight to knock at the door, and they're gonna not even call ceasefire. They're just gonna fire at you. They will give no warning to you at all, and they will just open the rounds, and either you're ready for it or you're not.
Mhm. Well,
I have a
definitely.
question. Why are we seeing the map for so long?
I'm not sure about that, but let's just talk about the fact where PX cannot be in the second position. I don't know like why they're holding the first position for so long. I want to see other teams going in the first position, and I want to see them climbing up even above PX.
Well, that is possible, but that's highly unlikely where I see it from now, because the point difference, as at last time I checked, was almost more than 60, somewhere around 65 to 70, and that's a huge difference. That like Nova to Navi. You know what I mean? Like
Yes.
Nova to Navi in the PMGC. Like that's the amount of point difference that we have, even though Navi managed to close the gap by 30 points by a little bit. But yeah. So maybe generals could be a nice place to go, but yeah, this Mexican desert, the heat, it can be ruthless sometime to you.
And look at members from TRJ, they're not even moving any muscle. They're just gonna take a vehicle. Maybe he will try to lure the area for safety purpose, but his teammates are still on the position. Their teammates are still trying to find loot. Their teammates are still on the El Pozo zone because there's still a lot of buildings. But now look at that, they're trying to move a little bit, but not so much. But I think they want to take this in third. They want to take the chance of being out in till the third zone, because the first two zones will not deal a lot of damage, and maybe the other teams will expect some flanks from tiers in first and second zone, but in third zone no one will expect the flank, and that's where tiers will be coming strongly and will be taking the fight from behind and take everyone out also.
Yeah, that is what the situation looks like. Even though five warriors are decided to go for the late rotation, and it's fair enough because the first circle not gonna do much. It's basically gonna tickle you. But yeah, see, as I expected, Infinity have changed their way of rotation. Now they're going for the Impala, where already teams are contesting, and as I expected, a lot of teams are going to the center of the circle. And Los Leones, that city, or that main city, is the center of tension, and we might see a lot of bloodbath on that part of the map.
And we're already seeing that the drop is coming down, and a team, I think it's none other than PX. They're trying to go towards the zone. I mean, towards the drop, and they will definitely take the drop if they get the ghillie suit. That will definitely help them out in the mountain areas, because the suit is really good in the mountain areas, and that might give you the opportunity fake your opponents and take them out in the dark.
Well, yeah, that is the situation right now, but they're slowly, checking the whole situation. And for some reason, I feel like somebody is stream sniping. Even though that could be a thing, but yeah, let's not talk about
No,
that. But
they
yeah,
cannot do that actually, because the delay
that's
on
true.
the stream is actually 2 minutes, I believe. So,
But the thing is, it takes so much. 2 minutes is not very long, especially in the early game at Miramar, because the circle is gonna come in. So yeah, stream sniping is real. So, but yeah, it's just how more because teams are moving to the lane, and look at it. Look at
Look at
EC right now.
TRJ is still out of the zone, just as I told you. They are really taking it slow, and they don't want to take the are moving slowly, and they're just gonna take some damage from the zone. Oh, PX early in the game.
Either might get the guy back, but I'm worried about five warriors because they have spent a lot of time, but I'm also worried about TRG because spending this much amount of time outside of the circle means you don't have basically zone control or line of control. And if you don't have line of control, the basic method is invasion, and many times invasion are not really successful, especially with 4 man. You need a lot more than that, I guess.
And BDF will go down in the 14th position. So I think it's a glitch that we're seeing 16 teams are alive with 56 people, because we just saw the 14th placement for BDF. So I guess that's the thing. And look at that, one member from London Hydra, he is knocked out, but I think someone will be there to revive him on time.
Yeah, I think help is coming out, but the question is they are getting watched by multiple angles, and they need to be careful what they do, because yeah, I do agree with you that PX can fool around and all that because they got a cushion of 70 points roughly, but if you die early, which basically means no placement points, no points in basically 3 matches roughly, then it's not gonna be good. And for it's basically a center circle, not a hard shift, but waiting for the next circle as we are entering the end game, and still 13 teams are alive.
And TRJ finally entered the zone as I was expecting them to be, and now PX will take a little fight against another team. We're not sure which team that is, but PX is big sandwiched by that team, and they're coming from both sides. PX is not having a very good game in this time, because every one is actually wanting some piece of them, because they're the top network, they're the top leader holder, the first position holder. So everyone wants to take them out before they can get any more point in their team.
Yeah, absolutely. And since they have a target on their back, everybody wants that piece of meat from that. But PX is dealing quite well, as PX just wiped out that squad who was problematic, and I think there's still 4 men alive. SCL is coming in, and I guess 5 Warriors one's in as well, but they need to compete with BDL to do so. CNC have beautiful positioning right now. FOF got the center of the map, almost the center of the map. And look at TRG, they're going for the loot right now. T4M, better position as well, but T4M might get contested at that spot. And this circle is as familiar as it can be because this is a common one, and the team who knows this area has the upper hand.
Yeah, definitely. And EX will be surviving that fight, and they will be victorious. Well, that the team that took the fight against PX, they wanted to take out PX, but unfortunately they are giving PX some free kill points to reach even higher in the point chart. So I don't know what to say about this, but this time we're gonna see PX moving without any fear. But TRJ, they will go towards the loot, towards the drop, and they will definitely take the whole loot and move without any fear as well.
So yeah, as we can see, PX right now, Kua is basically trying to take out the tires so that kind of mess up the rotation for other teams. But I guess PX aren't aware of the fact they're all alone, but not as alone as it thought to be, as that guy is taking the Jeep away, and Deathstorm absolutely saw it. And Deathstorm wants to go for the spray. That's why he have prawn all the way down and still waiting, because once you go in, you better go in with all your might. And yeah, I don't think that Storm is gonna do it because waste of bullets, I guess.
They can see the car moving, but they cannot see the player's name, or they cannot see the players from that far of the site. That's why they didn't shoot from that area. Well,
Yeah, that is possible as well.
well,
But
look at
you
that.
know,
PX already got 8 kills in their name.
SC does wants it, to be honest. SC Clan wants it, and they're going in a dangerous zone. I don't. Are they aware of the fact that PX is close by? I don't think so.
Well, I don't think PX is actually around this corner, and well, they're taking it slow for now because
Mm.
look at that, they just stopped and went in a different car. Both of them are in the same car so that one can drive properly and another can take the driveway shots while going forward in the zone. But oh, they heard someone. They heard
Yeah, they
someone
wants to
at
fight with
CNC.
CNC right now. They wants to fight for this part of their area, and I think CNC got better positioning than any other team, so it kind of makes sense why they want it. But PX is close by as well, and PX is climbing on the other side of the hill. PX even want this as well, and CNC is a 2-2 split. And if you want this to work, you need to coordinate your attack and time it beautifully. And right now, one side is heavily overloaded. I don't know whether Lucifer or Poison will be able to give the cover fire that they desperately needs. But Dada tries the nade, but Dada is still living. Illusion goes down, and I think Oryx have seen it all, and Oryx might come in any time, and Illusion goes down. Yeah, somehow managed to Dada with that nade protect him at the doorstep, which is probably the right move, but it could have gone south. You know what I mean?
But well, I don't think CNC would go just like that. But in the process, Envious went down. Envious could not continue the chase. But CNC will PX. I like the fact. I like this fact from PX that they have no chill. When they have like a gunshot between two teams, they will definitely go there. They will try to be the first one. It's not going to be defense, but they will definitely go there and take down enemies like paper. Like look at that, look at that. They're destroying the enemies without thinking anything. They're just went there. They
Well, they're
took
clinical. You know, they're
damage and
clinical. Look at it. Look at it. They just cleaned it up. They
yep,
basically
they got
they
14
were
kills
yeah.
in their name.
It's like you call the janitor at your home to pesticide, and they just
Mhm.
pesticided CNC. That's what just happened. Absolutely disgusting and nasty. And PX clinical at their job.
Mhm. And this time, five warriors will be facing a little trouble against. I believe it's Infinity, right? Infinity will try to get a piece of uh, five warriors, and five warriors will go down at the seventh position. And now this is a little fight going on between. I'm not seeing it properly. Is it five warriors is still alive? I'm not sure about,
No,
but
no, no, no.
oh,
Five
that's
warriors
FOF.
shouldn't be
That
alive.
that, that
That's
FOF. My bad,
FOF.
my bad.
Yeah, I was
Yep.
like, that's not five warriors. That's FOF. But yeah, FOF have been. They're at the fourth position, if I'm not wrong. I've seen the overall ranking last time, fourth, I
Mm-hmm.
guess. Fourth,
But
but yeah,
T4M are actually moving away from that area.
yeah.
Well, they are followed by FOF, but FOF are also moving towards T4M and PX. They will be in the safe area at the moment. And here they're moving slowly but surely. Well, I don't think they can take anyone down at this point because they're
But look at
afraid of
PX.
taking the
PX are
fight.
again doing that beautiful job, and
Mhm.
T4M and let TRG fight each other. Well, PX will come in from the other side and flank the whole away and choke T4M, which is nasty right now. I don't know how they're planning to pull this off, but PX impressive.
Mm-hmm. And E4M will have a little trouble while going inside the zone, but they're in the edge of the zone and they will definitely receive some flank from behind, and that is the way they can easily taken down by none other than, I believe, Infinity, because Infinity is edge of the blue zone, not in the circle, by the way. They're in the blue zone. Look at that power is being frontman, and powers will go down just like that. And
And Frontman secure a kill, which means secures a point as well. So PX is just going for the kills as well. Even though Frontman is the only one inside the circle, the rest are out of the circle. But Frontman is being the eye right now and basically giving the comms of every single information. I wonder where the rest of the team are gonna come him. Look at Hydra. So much information that we got, even though his teammates are pushing in. Koa and Deathstorm is going in right now. I wonder when Kawa will go in, but sorry, when Hydra would go in. But yeah, Hydra goes in right now. Hydra decided to maybe look at some other place because Hydra, this guy is probably the IGL of the team, and his scouting and lurking is like Mats from Gambit.
And Koa is doing a lot because he's looking from a long distance, and now he will come to aid Frontman, but Frontman will survive for now. And now Deathstorm, they are doing a lot, and Deepus Jr. is actually surviving. I don't know. He's a lone survivor from his team, Infinity, and now Low Limit from Invictus Majesty. He is on the upper ground, and he actually spotted some members from none other than T4M, and he also spotted members from EX, and he will take down Deathstorm as well as Koa at the same time. Not Koa, it's Hydra maybe.
And
I
he
don't know, it's
secures the
Koa.
kill. He secured, but I don't think so. Hydra and Frontman are still breathing. But yeah, it's a two-man squad right now, and they're gonna have to take a fight with some humongous giants. Those are hiding behind the smokes. And once the smoke evades, game on.
Yep, and